12 boards, declare play only. So the auction's given to us. Take a look at that in a second. And it's scored match points, but because everyone's in the same contract, we don't need to worry about, you know, did we get to an alternative contract or other considerations like that? Which, as I was just looking at this hand, would be a normal concern. So our partner North opened 2 clubs, and the robots love to make this 8 or more high card point positive response to a 2 club opener. I think this is awful for 2 reasons. Just systemically, I mean, it's built into their system. They do it all the time and have kind of terrible auctions like this because of this problem. But, you know, one of the main reasons is that as the weaker hand, and in fact opposite a 2 club opener, a much weaker hand, we don't want to steal the declarer and no trump from our partner. So that's one issue. Another issue though is like the 2 club bid jams up a lot of your bidding room already. You don't want to take up more room making a fairly nondescript bid. Oftentimes your partner is going to have a single suited hand that they want to show, or sometimes even a 2 suited hand, and taking up a full extra level of bidding is not a good idea with 2 no. But okay, so 2 clubs, we bid 2 no because that's conventionally what we do. Our partner bids 3 diamonds, natural. We bid 3 hearts to suggest hearts. Our partner bids 3 no trump. And we tried 4 no trump. Do I always bid 2 diamonds with my partners? It depends. I mean, I have some fancier conventions that I like playing over a 2 club opener. In fact, I like putting some non-game forcing hands in the 2 club opener, not just like 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 no type deals, but some other ones as well. So if you get a bit more sophisticated system-wise, you can do some extra things. But yeah, I would say in general, like 95% of the time, you just want to bid 2 diamonds. Any bid other than that should be very, very descriptive. Like, I have exactly this type of distribution, or I have exactly this suit with this kind of honor structure. You know, the normal responses to 2 clubs I like a lot, you know, where a positive in a suit shows 2 of the top 3 honors, some number of high card points. My opinion is that when you make a positive response to 2 clubs, you're forcing through, I don't know the right level, but I would say 5 no trump. Because you're taking up so much extra room, you really want to ensure that you have plenty of room to explore what the right fit is. So 2 clubs, 2 no, I would play forcing through 5 no trump. And 2 clubs, 2 hearts, kind of similar. Maybe it should be forcing through 5 hearts. But you want to leave enough room to explore for your fits and then Q-bid, if possible. So anyway, onto this auction, we get to 6 no trump, and it's declare play only. Now, one of the things I noticed about this hand is that if I ended up in this contract playing match points, almost regardless of what the field is, I think a lot of the field here would end up in 6 diamonds on these 2 cards. Or maybe the field would end up in 3 no trump or something like that, some lower level contract. Because we only have, what is it, 30 combined high card points? So, and no real fit to speak of. It's not like we have a 10 card diamond fit or something that we feel is going to produce extra tricks for us on offense. We just have 2 mostly balanced hands opposite each other, no large fits to speak of. 6 no feels like a bit of a push. But in this declare play only, you know, type of style, everyone's going to be here. So we don't need to worry about, for example, like if I was playing this hand at a local club, I would take the safest line of play I could find to try and make 12 tricks, because I think that would already earn me 90% of the match points on the board. Here, if we make 12 tricks and queen third of diamonds is on side, we could be in trouble. Scoring-wise. But with that said, well, we have a couple of options. I mean, so option 1 which I guess we're going to call the simple option, is to just kind of take all of our finesses. We can win the ace of spades. We can cash the ace of diamonds, I guess. We can try heart finesse. If that wins, we can try diamond finesse. If that wins, we have all the tricks, as long as the diamond suit splits. That seems somewhat reasonable to me. We only get into massive trouble if both the heart finesse loses and the diamond finesse loses. Then the opponents will be able to set up and run a major suit. So that's a line that can offer us 13 tricks. Another line that could offer 13 tricks, but definitely with a lower percentage, is to win the ace of spades and just cash the ace king of diamonds. If East drops the queen doubleton of diamonds, we're in great shape, obviously. But even if West has queen third of diamonds, we can still exit a diamond, and the fact that our ace queen of hearts is protected from West switching to hearts through us means that, say on a subsequent spade return, we can win the king of spades, we can unblock or we can cash the ace king of clubs, see if the jack falls, which might not necessarily help us in that scenario, but some form of this thing where eventually we're going to be able to test the club suit, see if that provides 4 tricks, and if not, fall back on the heart finesse for a 12th. And there are some squeeze possibilities. So I think that would be my line of play at imps. Or like I said, if I was in a local club playing this hand, ace of spades, ace king of diamonds, play a 3rd round. I don't really see alternatives to those lines of play. Maybe you could make an argument that taking the heart finesse is kind of silly, and you should just play a heart to the ace and a diamond to the jack. I don't really see a bunch of merit in that thought process. But that could work out. I mean, if West has queen third of diamonds and the king of hearts, and clubs happen to come home for 4 tricks, then taking the heart finesse does cost you a trick. So I think we're down to this idea of, do I want to be pretty greedy, trying to get 13 tricks as often as possible, which is going to look like let's win the ace of spades first. Take the heart hook, after cashing the ace of diamonds, for example. And if that wins, take a diamond finesse and go from there. Or do I want to take this, what I would consider like a slightly safer line of play, to try and guarantee 12 tricks, with some possibility of winning the board against pairs who take a diamond finesse into East, say, queen doubleton. Both lines, I think, involve cashing a high diamond first, just in case East has the singleton queen, so we'll do that. Aha! Now let's get back to what I noticed on this trick. We cash the king of diamonds, and the robots tend to be very, very good at giving honest count signals in a lot of situations. So the fact that I'm missing 5 diamonds and both robots gave me a low diamond card indicates to me that one of them really, really didn't want to part with whatever their other diamond was. So, I mean, maybe that could be something like East has 10 doubleton of diamonds. Is that really possible? It feels a little weird, but if East had like queen doubleton of diamonds, the trick would look exactly like this, right? East wouldn't want to part with the queen. That would kind of look silly. And West, holding 3 diamonds to the 10, would of course fall small. So I think I'm actually leaning towards cashing the diamond ace. It's just difficult for me to imagine that East wouldn't want to play the 10 of diamonds from 10 doubleton. It's not immediately apparent to me why the 10 of diamonds would be an important card that East would want to hang on to. So I'm mostly confident that that's the diamond layout. Well, or, you know, let's put it this way. Or West is the one who doesn't want to play their high card from a doubleton. And therefore, if West has 2 diamonds, we should, of course, just cash the ace. So I think let's do this. It was 10 doubleton. Well, that's not... Oh, it was queen 10 third. Wait a second. What was the diamond spot that West was holding on to that they were scared of? Now I'm a little confused. But anyway, looks like we had a diamond loser after all. The queen of spades gets returned, so no hurt comes through. That makes me believe the king of hearts is probably on side. Anyway, we can test the club suit first to find out if anything good is happening here. West dumps the jack of clubs, which is kind of funny. We unfortunately cannot afford to unblock the 10 of clubs. So it looks to me like clubs are not splitting, but this probably means East has the remaining club card. We can cash the queen just to check. So East is hanging on to the 8 of clubs, and now we have what's known as a show-up squeeze against East. They have to retain the 8 of clubs for the remainder of the hand, and therefore they're going to come down to a singleton heart. So if they have the king, it shows up here. Otherwise, the king is offside. Whoa! What was that? Why did West discard down to a singleton king of hearts? Whoa! Wasn't counting, as usual. But the show-up squeeze, since we knew that East's last card was the 8 of clubs, allowed us to know that the heart finesse was not working, and so we could pick up that suit. Kind of interesting, actually, that... I mean, for starters, obviously West had a full count on our hand. They knew... Ooh, maybe that's not true. Yeah, West didn't have a full count on our hand. Wait a second. They saw East queen and 10 of spades. Why would you ever pitch a heart here from King Doubleton? What? I don't understand what happened here as West. They have a bunch of low spades that they can be discarding. That's insane. That's crazy. Now, if the 7 of spades was in the dummy instead of in my own hand, we would actually just have a double squeeze against the opponents. But because it's not, West could just beat us in 6-0. Okay, that's super weird. Anyway, we'll take it. I'm kind of happy with the line of play we chose. A little weirded out that West didn't feel like signaling count with the 8 of diamonds on the first round of the suit. Might not have changed our line of play too much, but the players who do take a heart finesse earlier are going to be pretty disappointed when both red suit finesses lose. So probably a pretty good start to the set. Let's take a look at board 2. This time we opened a spade in second seat. Way to go, Gib, you're learning. We have an 11 count, 5-4 in the black suits. Partner bids a forcing no trump. We bid 2 clubs, and this passes out. Whoa. I don't know about this passing out from North. This is a bit of a flaw in like the 2/1 system, I would say. So I understand what's going on here, which is that North having an 8 count and knowing that their partner could have like just a bare minimum 11 or 12 for the opening bid, also with no fit for the spade suit, was just content to play in 2 clubs. The issue is that, I mean, especially for expert players, you really don't want to be jump shifting with some of the hands that the robots do, which are like 17 counts. And therefore a jump shift really shows like a driving hand, like some hand that knows what it wants to do, knows what games it wants to try and play in, is offering a second choice of suit. So South could easily have a pretty good hand here, like 18 points, and opposite this 8 count, I would be very worried about missing 3 no trump, even at match points. So I think a bid such as 3 clubs from North is kind of indicated on this hand. You hate bidding 3 clubs and having it go all pass and seeing your partner go down 1, but you hate it even more when you're scoring up plus 150 and the field is just plus 630. So anyway, we had trump lead. Not that uncommon against 2 suited auctions like this. Jack of clubs could be from a doubleton, it could be a singleton. We'll see what East elects to do at trick 1. They do win the ace. That makes me believe trumps are 3-2. And we get a club return. All right. Well, I could try and cross-ruff a bunch of tricks. If the heart finesse wins, I should be able to ruff 2 hearts in my hand and 2 spades in the dummy. Now we might need to make a decision about whether or not we want to take the spade finesse in addition, but I think the first order of business is to win the king of clubs and take a heart finesse. So let's do that. Okay, the heart finesse wins. We get the 2 of hearts from West, should be an odd number of cards in the suit, and the 8 of hearts from East should be an even number of cards in the suit. The math checks out, so I'm going to believe those signals. Now we have a decision to make. It's got to be pretty safe to just go something like ace of spades, spade ruff, ace of hearts, heart ruff, spade ruff, heart ruff, you know, concede the rest of the tricks from there. But if we want to get a little greedy, we could try and take the spade finesse. The issue with taking the spade hook is if it loses, we know that West doesn't have the last club, but West might be able to get East in with a diamond, and then East would be able to play a 3rd round of trumps, and we're going to be in a lot of trouble. We effectively just lose a trick on that line. So spade finesse feels a bit worse than 50-50, just given the opening lead. If West was not looking at good spades, they might not be so tempted to lead a club from Jack Doubleton. That could easily blow trick in the trump suit. So I think West is probably more likely than East to hold the spade king for that reason. And therefore, I think I'm just going to play a spade to the ace. Play on this cross ruff line, we're going to take the ace of spades, the ace of hearts, and then 4 more tricks via ruffs. Okay, hold on. I want to think for a second, because these last 2 tricks, I mean, if East happens to have King, Jack, 10, 3rd, and spades, we could pull the last trump and exit a spade, setting up 2 more spade tricks in hand. I have the feeling that's what's going on. but it still seems like, I don't know, that's a big position to take. If I'm wrong about this, we go down in the contract that we, otherwise would have made. I don't think it's worthwhile to try it. So I'm just going to play the ace of hearts, ruff a heart, ruff a spade. Aha! Aha! We were correct about the position of the king of spades. Now, that's not to say that that we took the right line of play, but it certainly worked out for us this time. I don't think there was a way that I could have done better if I knew where all the cards were, but maybe that's not true. I mean, maybe there was a way to just rough out the spade suit earlier. I don't know. Anyway, plus 90. Again, probably a pretty good result. Rejecting the spade finesse, which we could have taken for an extra trick. And on to board 3. We open a spade. Partner bids 2 spades. We bid 4 spades. 4 spades feels like a pretty big bid at match points. At imps, I absolutely would go for it. But with just a 15 count and partner being limited, like partner could have some sort of 6 count over there, we really need partner to have some sort of either fitting hand, some help for us in the heart suit, some help in the trump suit, or some hand that just like doesn't have values in clubs for a game to be good. Anyway, we're here now, so we get the ace of diamonds lead. I actually talked a bit in my video about why the robots frequently lead aces, and this could be an example of why. Or this could just be an example of that sort of weird thing happening. So, ace of diamonds lead. We're probably going to get 2 rounds of diamonds on defense, if I had to guess. Looks like West might be trying for a ruff of some kind. Okay. No, we get a heart switch. Maybe diamonds are 5-1. That's a little scary. If diamonds are 5-1, we could easily go down in this contract if I'm not careful. So, I mean, there are layouts of the opponent's cards where we take 12 tricks. I think most of them start with West holding Queen Doubleton of spades, though. Or some Doubleton spade that I can pick up, because if we're right that West is very short in diamonds, we can't just pull trumps, then we have heart losers that we can't deal with. We can't just knock out the club ace because they can cash a heart trick that they've now set up. We need to be able to pull a couple of trumps and then use our diamonds to discard the heart loser from dummy before setting up the king of clubs. So heart goes to the jack. I mean, for starters, I have to win this trick. I don't think I can afford to duck. Diamonds could easily be 5-1. And now we do have some decisions to make, right? Because yeah. We gotta guess what we're doing about the spade suit. I'm gonna trust that East has the king, queen, jack of hearts. I think West is very unlikely to just lead a heart away from the king here. So it looks to me like East is probably fairly long in both red suits, diamonds and hearts. Which probably place West with the spade length. So I'm tempted to run the jack of spades right now. This could get very ugly if this doesn't work out. I run the jack of spades, East wins the singleton queen, for example, gives their partner a diamond ruff. I guess it doesn't matter. If I lose the spade finesse, we're in bad shape regardless. Maybe I'm just in bad shape once they found the heart switch. Unless diamonds are not 5-1. Anyway, I'm gonna run the jack of spades. That feels like the right thing to do. Great. Yep. Uh-huh. West led a heart away from the king. Wow. Okay. Down 3. These things happen. So diamonds were 5-1. I mean, we were kind of right. You know, we made the right call that West was long in spades. Unfortunately, that length in spades did not happen to hold the queen. I guess maybe you've not watched my robot video, you had a thought but didn't want to post. Oh, backseating's totally allowed. I do not mind backseating. I know there are like tags for this on Twitch, but they keep getting taken down on my channel. I can probably put them back up. There we go. Backseating tag has been updated. So feel free to... There's the robot shebang. Could have led the jack, and if not covered, played the king and finessed the other way since I had the 10 and 9. Yeah, so I think that strategy is a little more effective if you don't have all of the missing cards, because the king, 10, 9 were both visible, or were all visible in the dummy. So West, if they had the queen, they would kind of realize that like there's no hope in playing the queen, then it just sets up the 10 and 9. I mean, I have seen the robots make that kind of hopeless play before, but it's not as strong an inference as if we had like ace jack 10 9 in our hand and the dummy was like king 6 4. Then if we lead the jack and there's no cover, we probably do play the king and take the finesse the other way. But that is a good point and worth thinking about for sure. So West passes on board 4. Partner opens a diamond. We bid a spade. Looks right to me. We have a 14 count. West comes in with a double. Very scary to do between two bidding opponents, especially vulnerable. But the robots like doing this. Hey, Allie, welcome. Partner bids 2 clubs over the double. And we elect to try 3 no trump with hearts well stopped, which is the suit the West was kind of indicating from the takeout double. We get the king of clubs lead. Well, I mean, there's some good news. After the king of clubs lead, we can definitely set up another club track. West is promising 4 clubs for their double. That's how the robots play. So we could, by force, set up the 10 of clubs in dummy. It's going to be a little slow. You know, against human opponents, I would be very tempted to play a diamond to the ace and run the 10 of diamonds. Against these robot opponents, West's bid could have diamond length for all we know. West could be 1-4-4-4 in shape. I mean, I think that would be a little weird. East would probably bid with a 7-card spade suit. Actually, yeah, why didn't East bid? Wait a second. Maybe West is 4-4-1-4, and so I should be taking this finesse of East for the Jack of diamonds. This is awfully suspicious. Oh boy, what do I do? Well, we gotta win the ace of clubs, for starters. Otherwise, the West is just gonna switch to spades and kind of knock out our, for one thing, our entry to the long diamonds. But secondly, just set up a bunch of spade tricks for their side. So East didn't overcall a spade. But maybe East just doesn't have a very good hand. They could have like a 3 or 4 count with a 5 or even 6-card spade suit. So all right, let's see what happens when I play a diamond to the ace. 3, 6, ace, 7. That to me sounds like East has an even number of diamonds. It looks like East is trying to high-low. I think I'm going to run this 10 of diamonds. Okay, good start. Now it sounds as if West is probably 4-4-1-4 in shape. Well, we gotta unblock the queen of diamonds before our ace of spades entry gets knocked out. West could be 5-4 in the round suits in some manner. Let's try and set up a club trick. May as well go after it. Heart switch. Oh my. That can't possibly be right, can it? West is turned up with king, queen, jack of clubs. I don't even understand the heart switch. Like, isn't a spade 100% indicated right now? Well, I don't think we're scoring the jack of hearts any other way, so I may as well try it. This is unbelievable. We can now knock out a club and we've made 11 tricks. That was one of the worst defenses I've ever seen from West. Okay. Wonderful. That's probably a good result. So we have 3 pretty good results, and then board 3 might be close to a 0, at least in this field. But we'll keep going. Board 5. So North opens to diamond. We bid a spade. I like it. Partner bids 2 clubs, and we decide to bid 2 spades, which seems like the most reasonable thing to do. Get the queen of hearts lead. We're definitely going to duck this. No reason to waste the king when we know East has the ace. Feels like this hand is just going to be try and pull trumps. You know, play as many spades as we can. So let's see how that goes for us. Queen of hearts holds. Jack of hearts. Unfortunate. The ace was offside. Diamond to the ace. Okay. Well, East, who has turned up with the Ace of Hearts already, passed over our partner's one diamond opener. And East might have found like some sort of takeout double or something if they had close to an opening hand. So I'm wondering if taking the club finesse is just a bit of a fruitless endeavor. You know, West might be more likely than East to hold that card. My main concern with taking the club hook is that if spades split badly, we might not be able to actually pull trumps and knock out the Ace of Hearts to set up our heart trick. So it might be more prudent to just lead the King of Spades now, ruff the diamond return, lead the Jack of Spades, ruff the diamond return, try a third round of trumps. Although it's starting to sound as if like the opponents have a lot of entries and maybe I'm just in a ton of trouble no matter what I end up doing. Okay, I've convinced myself. We'll try the club finesse. Whoa! What is this defense? West continues another round of clubs. That's crazy. What are they doing? I mean, supposedly they're just promoting a trump trick for their side. That's fair enough. Wow. So I guess I should have ignored the club hook. Did it really matter though? Because I did eventually set up my fourth round of hearts. If I didn't take the club finesse, I feel like I might have been getting tapped out. Maybe that's not true though. West is a little bit short in diamonds. All right. Well, let's look at board 6. We open a club. Why did we open a club? We just have a balanced 16 count. Isn't this a 1-no opener in like everyone's system? Anyway, we open a club. A no trump by North. 2 clubs. This I can't take it sometimes. This was not the auction that we intended when we opened a club, apparently. All right, we're in 2 clubs now. Wonderful. Yeah, probably just cold for 3 no trump. At least we don't have to worry about that in this form of scoring. We get the 6 of clubs lead. Kind of a strange lead against this auction. That might indicate that West has a bunch of the missing honors, so it could be the King of Diamonds and the Queen of Spades. Yeah, I think I'm going to play West for the missing honors. I don't exactly know how that helps me yet, but maybe I can like set up some sort of squeeze against West in the pointed suits. The spade switch, though, can cause me some issues. I mean, if East does have the Ace-King of clubs, which is possible, East is going to be able to get in and put a second round of spades through. Let's win the ace. There's the King of Diamonds that we kind of suspected. There's the Ace of Clubs. Oh, clubs are not splitting very well. So East turns up with the ace king of clubs, did not open the bidding. Might have a heart on her. They could have the spade queen. It's possible. I still think it's unlikely, you know, given this very unusual opening lead of the singleton trump. I just don't see West making that lead if they had like 3 small spades or 4 small spades. So I believe I'm going to play a spade to the king. I just want to think for a second. Is there a way I can make 10 tricks if the spade queen is offside? I don't think so. I would need East to have 4 spades. And that would leave West with Queen Doubleton. Alright, let's play a spade to the king. Queen was offside, but they get a club trick. 3 natural clubs and the queen of spades. Nothing we could really do about that. All right, plus 110, on to board 7. Wow, we have a lot of hearts. How did this happen? It kills me every time. We passed in first seat, of course we did. The hand's too good for a 3-heart preempt, but too bad for a 1-heart opener. I mean, just open the hand a heart. What are you doing? So we pass, it goes a club, pass, a spade, and now we make the 3-heart preempt. May as well just like let the opponents have some tea and coffee and chat about what the best contract is before we get involved in the auction. So king of clubs lead. Wow. Well, with the spade bid over here, I mean, the natural thing to do is to guess that East has the spade ace. That probably places West with the diamond ace, and we're in kind of a lot of trouble. I'm thinking about doing something very cheeky, like winning the ace of clubs and leading a low spade. If East happens to have like ace empty and spades, they might get freaked out and worry that I have a singleton queen. Hop up with the ace. It's a little bit risky to do something like that, though, obviously, because West might just have the spade ace and East has the diamond ace. I lead a low spade. I no longer have a dummy entry. I lose 2 spades, 2 diamonds, a club, and a heart when I happen to just be cold for like 10 tricks if I took a normal line of play. I mean, I'd say the normal thing to do is to like lead a diamond to the king right now. We might not have any more dummy entries, and if East happens to have both the ace of spades and ace of diamonds, then this is our last opportunity to take the diamond hook. That wouldn't give West a very good hand. West could have at most, you know, queen, jack of diamonds, queen, jack of spades, king, queen, jack of clubs, queen of hearts. I mean, it's a 14 count, it's possible. But that seems very unlikely. I don't know. I mean, still very tempted by this like low spade plan. I think hearts are likely to be 2-2. The opponents have an 8-card spade fit and sold out to 3 hearts. So that just kind of makes me believe that most suits are splitting fairly well, including the heart suit. So I'm not really worried about like leading the Jack of Hearts and trying to induce a cover from east with Queen third or something. Well, I think I'm just going to take the normal line of play. Diamond to the king. Ah! That's good news. Aha! Also good news. Good thing we didn't do the the silly thing, which was playing the low spade off dummy. That would not have worked out very well for us. Ace 3, Jack 4. Really? The robots love giving true count in the trump suit. I think someone with 6-4 doubleton or 6-3 doubleton would have high-low here. I am going to cross to the spade king and try a heart hook. Okay. I was incorrect. Now, I know that in this event, these are called the... Wait, what's it called? Hold on. Where is this? This thing. Oh, it says advanced robots. I don't know if I believe that, but I would have expected for the advanced robots that they would high-low from 6-3 doubleton of trump. It seems very weird to not high-low from 6-3 doubleton. But anyway, we got the heart position right. I mean, our inferences about the auction, I guess, were more astute than we gave them credit for towards the end of the hand, that the hearts were likely to be 2-2. All right, board 8. We do have some opposition bidding this time. Pass, pass, a club, and we overcall a no trump on just a generic balanced 15. I do not like this one no overcall. I think it's fine. We are no one vulnerable. It is match points. I think the bid's okay. I personally would have preferred to just double one club because I would rather be competing in partner's long suit than just playing a no trump when we have no source of tricks and very minimum high cards, especially opposite a pass partner. So I would rather be looking for like a 4-4 spade fit or a 5-3 heart fit or something, and one no trump might make some of those things a little bit more challenging. But okay, we overcall no trump. We get the 10 of clubs lead. 20 high card points combined, but West was unable to act over our no trump. So East might have like a 14 count, West has 6, or maybe East is actually just unbalanced and has some extra values like 16, 17. Well, we have 3 club tricks. East is gonna, it looks like, hold on to the protected Jack of clubs. Maybe we can end play East a bit later in the hand, but we'll have to wait and see on that. 3 clubs, we definitely have a diamond. Maybe we can get lucky and set up a second diamond trick. I mean, we probably could set up a second diamond trick if I squandered the queen of clubs at trick 1. Just lead the queen of diamonds off dummy, East very likely to cover. With the king, I mean, East very likely to have the king. We can set up a heart trick by force. I think a possible scenario is East has king doubleton of diamonds. So I'm very tempted to just win the ace of clubs and go ace of diamonds, run the 10 of diamonds. That's going to get us 3 diamond tricks without using up any dummy entries. We'll then be able to take some heart finesses towards our hand later. And even if this doesn't work, we're still going to be able to set up the 4th round of diamonds just per force, use the queen of clubs as a late entry to get over there. Or this happens. Wow. That is a lot of high cards from West. That was an enormous amount of high cards from West. Seems like East has everything else. Okay, so we know West has the last spade, right? King of spades, spade to the ace. Wow, West had an 8 count? West had an 8 count. King, queen of spades, king of diamonds. So East must have the diamond jack. I mean, there's no way East would just like go ace, queen of hearts without cashing the spade queen, right? I'm not that insane, because I think I can set up another show up squeeze. I can go club to the queen, club to the king, jack of hearts, and West gets squeezed down to a singleton diamond. But it seems like diamonds are 3-3. That is a big hand to not take a call in this auction. I know it's a little risky over a no trump to do anything. I mean, West doesn't have a very good bid. Double would tend to show more values than West has. But you could easily be getting stolen from, especially everyone vulnerable at match points if you pass with hands like this. I don't know what I would do. Now, if we were playing some sort of reasonable opening bid style, you could maybe argue that West has a penalty double with this type of hand, because East would know that their partner is kind of limited to about this as a maximum, maybe an ace instead of one of those kings, a 9 high card point hand, because a lot of 10s and 11s you would be opening. But anyway, well, 1 no making 2, probably an okay result, but maybe the result itself was is going to be duplicated at a lot of tables, taking a similar line of play, ace of diamonds, 10 of diamonds, and West, of course, making this mistake of hopping up with the king of diamonds. I had talked a bit about that in my videos with the robots, or in my video about the robots. All right, we got to 3-0 this time. We opened a no trump, we have a 16 count. Pretty good 16, good 5-card suit. Maybe an average 5-card suit, I would say. Make that 9 of diamonds the 10, and then we'll be talking. Partner makes this awful minor suit Stayman bid, which, as far as I can tell, doesn't really convey any information about their hand. We elect to bid 3 diamonds, our partner shows heart shortness, and we bid 3 no trump. Okay. I mean, ace, king, third of hearts, opposite the short hearts, definitely does scream a bit for 3-no, and the fact that our partner's a passed hand probably suggests that 5 diamonds is going to be a bit of a tricky spot to make. Although, I don't know. Like, we have 5-card support for one of the 2 suits partner showed. We have king doubleton in the other, so we might have no club losers. I would be a little concerned about missing a slam if partner was like 5-5 in the minors. You know, give partner like, well, the heart shortness kind of ruins the fun, doesn't it? Because I was going to say give partner like ace-fifth in both minor suits, and we're pretty close to making a slam. Unfortunately, we just have 2 top spade losers. But anyway, we're here now. We ended up in 3-no. We get a club lead. Friendly. Because communication's not really a problem, I'm going to try the jack of clubs at trick 1. I mean, I don't really expect this to fetch the queen from East, but I'm just going to make it as difficult as possible for East not to cover this trick. Okay, East correctly elects to duck, so we will too. Let's set up our diamond suit, I guess. Probably gonna get a heart switch. I mean, that would be the most reasonable. From the defense, there it is. And now, for my next trick, I guess I'm just gonna set up the clubs. I don't really see what else to do. Looks like they might be splitting. Nope. West had the queen of clubs. Alright, we'll knock out the queen of clubs and take the rest of the tricks. 460. Probably going to be fairly flat board on that one. Man, that low club lead is kind of insane against this auction. 2 spades specifically showed a club suit. West, knowing that North was short in hearts, didn't even care about leading a heart from queen jack third. It looks like it matters, right? The extra tempo that we got from them not leading hearts at trick 1, I think cost them a trick. Apparently not, according to Double Dummy. I mean, oh, the spade suit's frozen. Of course. Of course. We could just take the club finesse, run all of our minor suit winners, or our red suit winners, and then exit a heart in the end position, not caring who won the trick. They would have to lead away from their respective spade honor. Fascinating. Well, I just noticed we got another ace lead into our king. So how do we get to 4 spades? We open a no trump. 15 count, partner transferred us to spades. Bid 3 diamonds. So game forcing with diamonds and spades, and I guess this is some sort of fast arrival thing. Aha. I hate fast arrival when partner is unlimited. Like, North is not a passed hand here. So North could have like a 20 count and, you know, might be looking to find out more information about our hand, like what our shape is before going through key card. So I hate this 4 spade bid. And even though we are playing fast arrival, now I know the robots make these bids just based purely on high card points, but we have 2 aces and 2 kings, a bunch of controls. We have support for both of partner suits. I think we're actually pretty close to just making a slam if partner has like a 13 or 14 count over there, like the right type of 13 or 14. You know, ace queen of spades, ace queen of diamonds, 5-5 in both suits. We have just 12 top tricks. So, anyway, ugh, what is this garbage? Partner game forced an 8 count, opposite our 1 no opener. Okay, fair enough. I guess we knew what was going on. Maybe we had a bit of a side discussion before the round and told our partner that we needed them to be a bit more aggressive in the auction. Don't know if this is what we were talking about. But the ace of diamonds lead definitely helps us a little bit. We once again don't get a diamond continuation. All right. Another kind of like very terrifying situation, because I think diamonds are 4-1. And that means we absolutely have to pull trumps, but then we can't ruff a club in our hand, so we're going to need the king of clubs on side, in which case we shouldn't have to pull trumps. So it's, I mean, it feels natural to just lead a club towards the queen, because, I mean, maybe what happens is East wins the king of clubs and returns a club, not realizing that their partner had a singleton diamond. Or, if West has the king of clubs, then everything's fine, right? And I don't think it costs. Like, I just don't see the layout where East has the king of clubs and we can pull trumps and somehow magically lose only one club trick. So, yeah. Long thought from East. Long thought from East. King of clubs, okay. No diamond switch? Alright. Alright. Well, now as long as these spades are not 5-0, I think we're making the contract. East still has queen, jack, third of diamonds, but we have the spot cards to pick that up. So we can go king of spades, spade to dummy. We are not making the contract. Oh no, I blew this. Oh, I'm so dumb. No. What a disaster. I needed to just play a spade to dummy immediately and then rough a club. I've destroyed the communications. I don't know, not thinking 2 steps ahead. Oops. Well, how do we make up for this? What a mess. I mean, I can still make the contract if diamonds are 3-2. I can rough the club, go king of diamonds, diamond, setting up the last diamond, rough whatever they return in dummy, and then pull trumps. Oh my god. But I don't think diamonds are 3-2. And so if I go king of diamonds and West roughs, we end up down 2. What a nightmare. All right, we'll just get out for down 1, you know. Oopsies. So they could have beaten me, of course. I mean, no question whatsoever. Like, human defenders 100% would defeat us. After the ace of diamonds lead and then a switch, it's very clear that ace of diamonds lead is singleton. But we did a good thing by leading a club at trick 2, forcing East to kind of guess, or trick 3, whenever it was, forcing East to guess whether or not to give their partner diamond rough. Unfortunately, we didn't really think the hand through fully. So ace, queen, 10-9. I guess I still had in my mind that if spades were 5-0, maybe I needed to be a little careful. But obviously I don't think I can pick up 5-0 spades, so I should have just played a spade to dummy at trick whatever after getting in with the club ace, roughed a club, and then overtaken my remaining spade. So a little bit sad that we went down on that one. That's the first, I think, big blunder that I made today in the set. But we'll continue on. We got 2 more boards to go. We've opened a spade. Partner bids 2 diamonds. We bid 2 spades. I would say the normal rebid on this hand, if you're playing a 2/1 structure, is 3 spades. jumping in your suit just shows a solid suit. It shows like effectively a gambling type hand. Could have extra values, you know, but it's just basically saying I can play this suit opposite a singleton. So don't worry about trumps. This is trumps. We can start Q bidding or bid key card or whatever you want to do. So we bid 2 spades, our partner bids 3 clubs, and now we bid 3 no trump, which is insane because for starters, in the robot system, this 2 spade rebid doesn't even promise extra spade length. So we could still have like a 9 card spade fit at this point in the auction. Like, I mean, look at this. The description of 3 no is 5 to 6 spades. Not exactly what we hold. Anyway, we get to 3 no. And we get a heart lead. Interesting. Well, no matter how tempting it is to try and get 3 heart tricks somehow, either by putting in the 10 or ducking this, if the spades don't break, we really are going to need this ace of hearts entry to our hand later. So I think I need to win the king of hearts and just test the spade suit. That feels pretty necessary. Additionally, I mean, the nice thing about winning the king of hearts is we might want to play a diamond to the 10, and if that wins, cross back over here and play a diamond to the queen. We'll be in good shape to do that. After running the spade suit, of course. 2 of spades, 10. Okay, okay. I see you, East. I see what's going on here. Maybe I don't see what's going on here. Or maybe that was just East splitting from like Jack 10 third. No, East was finally high-lowing and giving true count. How wonderful. All right. So I made a discard from dummy. I pitched a club. That felt fairly safe. I guess a heart is probably pretty safe. And let's see what East does. East pitches a heart, of course. Club discard from West. And from East. Finally, our first diamond pitch. Now, if a human made a diamond discard here, I would absolutely assume the diamond king was offside. Probably. I mean, like upwards of 90%. Because that diamond suit in dummy is the only thing that really looks scary about the hand. Especially once the opponents know that we don't have a long suit of our own, right? We've turned up with 7 spades at this point. So West, holding like king third of diamonds or king fourth of diamonds, would be far too afraid of letting go diamonds and having us pick up the suit. But I'm not sure that the robots think that way. I mean, West looking at king jack third of diamonds or king jack fourth might say, well, I can't do anything about this. Let's just start pitching all my diamonds since I know those are losers. Okay, we get a heart discard. Any more diamond discards? No. So now we really have to make our decision, because we could play for all 13 tricks, pitch 2 clubs on these last 2 spades. Or we could kind of play East for like all of the missing stuff. The ace of clubs, king of diamonds, and pitch, say, the 10-7 of diamonds on these spades, cash the ace of hearts, and then try and end play East by playing like diamond to the ace diamond, getting them to lead away from the club ace. We could also just take a club finesse. I don't think that's too crazy. Pitch 2 diamonds and lead a club up to the king. We could simply take a diamond finesse, like diamond to the queen after cashing the last spade. Based on the discards so far, it feels to me like West is afraid of their club holding, which doesn't sound to me like a player who has the club ace. So I think the ace of clubs is offside. That doesn't necessarily mean the king of diamonds is offside, but but I think I am going to pitch a diamond. Another club discard. There is a second diamond from West. I'm starting to believe this, that East might have both the missing cards, the ace of clubs and king of diamonds. So I think I'm going to pitch a diamond. East throws a club. Well, that's a bit of a terrifying discard. The 10 of clubs even. Huh. That doesn't feel right to me at all. Because East is holding on to 2 hearts remaining, so they can't have king double 10 of diamonds, ace double 10 of clubs, and a heart. We should know the heart count from the opening lead. Looks like West has 4 and East has 3 of them. Huh. I wonder, maybe West actually did have all of the diamond honors. I can't really tell. For whatever reason, it now feels right to me to lead a club. It looks like East just doesn't care about their club holding. I mean, maybe they have ace-queen however many times. But I'm going to try a club. Okay. And what's the count on the hand? I mean, I think the king of diamonds is offside, but it's not singleton. So, all right, we now have the rest. Dummy is high. King jack double 10 of diamonds with East. So 11 tricks. I mean, whoa! Wait, I didn't even notice this until later on in the hand. Was East pitching a lot of hearts? I didn't... Oh, East did pitch 2 hearts. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. I thought East was pitching diamonds. But never mind. Okay. West just, of course, led a singleton heart against this auction, because what else are you supposed to do? I did not at all realize. Anyway, I think our end position read was probably pretty good. That 10 of clubs discard kind of gave the position away a little bit, that we should set up the club trick. But all right, last board, 3-0. Once again, we've had a lot of 3-0 contracts today. Pass, pass, pass. We open a no trump with 15. Partner bids, again, this random garbage, 2 spades. We bid 3 diamonds. Partner bids 3 spades, shortness. Now this time, we absolutely do not bid 3 no trump. This is a very, very clear, well, I'm not sure what the bid is, but we want to insist on diamonds. So whether it's 4 diamonds or 5 diamonds, I don't know. Partner's a passed hand, but a spade lead is going to be devastating for us. Ace third, opposite a singleton. Additionally, the fact that we just don't have stuff in the heart suit, that suit could be wide open. So 3-no is quite a poor bid in this scenario. We get the Jack of Hearts lead, and once again, partner has had the talk between rounds, and so is very excited to just to just blast us into game with some random garbage. So I mean, it looks like 5 diamonds wasn't going to be a fun contract either on this hand, but 3-no trump doesn't appear to have much play. Jack of Hearts lead. Well, if the diamonds come home, we have 7 top tricks. There are a couple of problems with that theory, though. One, the diamond suit's blocked, and we don't really have an entry to the long diamond. And 2, that's still only 7 tricks. We need 9. I think what I'm going to do is win the Ace of Hearts. I mean, it's very possible the heart suit is blocked. This could be from Jack 10 5th, and East has King Queen Doubleton. And I'm going to try and knock out the club ace. But I am not sure what the plan is from here. Okay, club to the king. So a couple of things to be concerned with. One, the diamond suit might not be coming home. I mean, they might not be 2-2. Let's try the king of diamonds, see if we can get some count signals from our friendly opponents. King 4-3-2. Wonderful. The thing is, this is a spot where someone with 10 Doubleton might not give a true count signal. They might be worried the 10 of diamonds is a useful card. So second concern is even if the diamonds do split, I go Ace of Diamonds, Jack of Diamonds, it's going to let East discard their blocking heart. If they want to. I mean, it's not obvious to me that East would find that play, but they might. So I wonder if it's safer to just continue clubs from here. Steal an extra club trick and then go back to the diamond suit. I don't know. So club to the queen. Let's say they duck. Play a diamond. If he follows with the 10, I guess I'm sticking in the jack. I'm going to believe them. It kind of makes sense if the hearts are 5-2, maybe diamonds are 3-1. Okay. Well, that was awkward. Someone didn't like my line of play. I guess the BBO system. BBO didn't like my line of play very much. Hearts were splitting. Right. Well, we have decisions to make. I suppose I should pitch a diamond. I don't think the clubs are coming home. So maybe there's just not much that we can do in this spot. The diamond suit's blocked. If we need to pick up the diamonds, we only have one entry to the dummy. So we can't get back there. I think I'm going to believe the diamond count signal. King of spades, what a play. Oh, this might be bad news for another reason. East has 4 clubs. Oh, that's not a good sign. We could have made this contract if we had just believed that the diamonds were 2-2. That's too bad. We've gotten 5 diamonds, 2 clubs, a heart, and a spade for 9 tricks. Oh well. Alright, so board 10 and board 12 were kind of the only pretty poor results that we had. Wow.